Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel where we are constantly healing, growing, and glowing. I'm Angel.lenise, your divine feminine coach, here to guide you on your journey as you step into that more soft, more divine version of you. So if you're into that, let's get into this video. Hi ladies, welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited for y'all to be tuning in into another divine feminine series upload. Okay, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and send this video to other divine feminines in healing so we could build this soul tribe. As you can tell by the title, look, we're going to be talking about divine partnerships and divine unions. I kind of wanted to talk about this topic because this is the season that I'm in right now on my divine feminine journey as I'm healing and understanding things and working on myself internally. I just want to put it out there that being on this journey sometimes can be lonely, which is why I'm starting this platform, because I want other women to know that choosing yourself and having morals and standards doesn't have to necessarily be lonely when it comes to having a soul tribe that's platonic, right? Having other divine feminines come together and we all share our stories and we talk about how we're feeling on this journey. And one of the main things I think that I've been going through personally, and I know a lot of my other divine feminines, y'all are all in relationships, and some of you are maybe married and things of that nature, because we're all coming from different walks. Okay, on my journey specifically, I am celibate and I am single. Okay, and I am single on purpose because I have a mission and that mission is to experience the most pure divine love that probably no one has ever seen before or experienced before. I want that for myself. I believe and I stand 10 toes down that divine feminine, you do not have to accept the bare minimum. There is no reason as to why you should be choosing to give yourself to someone who wouldn't sacrifice for you, who would put you in harm's way, whether physically, emotionally, however, who isn't on your level energetically. I just want to upload this video, put in a few points. I don't want anyone to get offended by any of the points that I'm stating. Listen, if you've been on the divine feminine journey, we all have been through heartache, toxic relationships. We've all made decisions that were not the smartest at the moment, in the moment, or that weren't the best. Okay, so I am not here to judge. I have been through the trenches. All right, like I'm sure a lot of divine feminines have been through as well, but I am here to support and also let you know that like I'm healing too. I'm going through this journey as well, and it is hard, okay, because it does get lonely. There are temptations and there are things that kind of cloud your judgment when you're deciding to hold yourself for your divine partner. Okay, so I'm gonna just give some tips and things that I feel like actually mean something when you're on this divine journey, on your soulmate journey, on your twin flame journey, whatever. We can hopefully come together and, you know, have this outlook that, hey, I'm not alone and you're not alone. Toxic habits equals to toxic thoughts, and toxic thoughts equals to toxic actions, and then toxic actions, you know, leads to toxic relationships. We tend to get ourselves into toxic situationships and relationships that we know we're not supposed to be in due to sometimes how we think and the actions that we take. The first thing you need to do when you're trying to manifest divine love is to work on how you're feeling and what's going on with your emotions. Whether you need to get a therapist or, like I say in the beginning of every one of my videos, if you need to pray or meditate, get right with God first, okay? Get right with the universe. Get to know your spirit guides and stuff like that, and get to know yourself first before you enter into a union. One of the main issues that I know I struggled with was getting into a connection and giving all of myself and not even knowing myself, and then also not getting anything in return, okay? And I want my divine feminines as well as myself going into relationships with your cup full already, from you filling your own cup. So even if this relationship doesn't work out, you're not sad, broke, hopeless, lost, in survival mode. You good. You can pick up your pieces, deal with the grief of the connection, and let it go and move on, and know that there's better out there for you. The other thing I have on here is that, yes, I do believe that you kind of need to experience like a spiritual journey on your own first before you come into union, because there are so many things that you learn on a spiritual journey. You can meet somebody and tell like, okay, this person's been healing, or this person is healed, or they've been on a spiritual journey. They're calm, okay, in their demeanor, they're patient, all right, they're understanding, they listen to you, they're soft with you, because they understand that we're all humans in this human experience. Nobody is perfect. So if you meet somebody and you go out on a date for the first time and you feel like this person talks too much, you're not sitting there like or irritated, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been on a spiritual journey. You've met so many different people, or you understand the value in getting to know someone, and that you have to have patience when you're getting to know someone. And in the end, if you feel like, okay, this isn't the person for me, you can move on, but in a respectful manner, because that person won't necessarily feel like, oh, you know, they just wasted my time, or they didn't care about me, or they were mean to me, or whatever. They'll respect you because you were respectful and you did engage, even though that situation may not have been for you. And that's only one example when it comes to just dating. There's so many other examples when it comes to actually being in a relationship with someone. But I do feel like going on a spiritual journey first, and then, you know, putting yourself out there to date will kind of give you a better shot at being in a successful divine union. The next thing I have is that if you're a divine feminine, you should only be trying to attract divine masculines. I don't know why we give the dusties at the gas station, or the dude we met, you know, at the club the other night, or at the bar, whatever, you know, all of ourselves or all of our time and attention. We should only be attracting divine masculines, okay? If you're the one that's having to pursue this masculine, that is not your person. If this masculine is already asking for handouts and they already need help, this is not your person, okay? If you're stressed out, you know what I'm saying, because you feel like the person not into you because they haven't hit you up in days, this is not your person. Now, mind you, I am not knocking abusive relationships. I lost my mom to an abusive relationship, which I will share that story later on, okay? But we notice red flags in the beginnings a lot of times before we get into these toxic situations, and we just continue to ignore them. And then we want to cry and pray and get on our knees when we going through the trenches, but you chose the trenches. Notice the red flags in the beginning and know how to move from there. I talk about that in another one of my videos, probably, you know, manifesting love or something like that. But yes, like, only manifest a divine masculine, okay? And here's another point that I have. Stop dating people who are full of lust and operating out of their flesh. If they only hit you up when they need something from you, no. If they only hit you up when they want to, you know, knock boots, no. Okay? Know that you are on a journey. You are on a mission. Know that you are divine feminine, and you deserve divine love. You deserve someone who is not full of lust and operating out of flesh. You deserve a divine masculine who has mastered self-control, discipline, discernment, and all of these things that this person needs in order to be your kingdom spouse. Another reason why I feel like you should go on a spiritual journey before you get into a union or you try to get into a relationship is because a lot of times I feel like divine masculines, they lead with, okay, I gotta have money in order to date this person, or I gotta, have this in order to be in a relationship. And money should not rule a divine union. Money is used as a tool to help you create and help heal the world. That's it. Money should not rule a connection. You should not be dating somebody only for what they have in their pockets, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna work. Because as soon as, someone gets down bad, you're not gonna want to support your man, and you should want to do that as a divine feminine. I mean, this is a partnership. You shouldn't be mooching and leeching off of somebody. I'm all for both of you coming together, making a plan to get to the top. And yes, your divine masculine should be the one to, take care of things and lead you so you're able to be in that soft feminine energy and submit. But you gotta get there. If you decide to date somebody who that's not all the way there, you can't talk crap about them or push them to the side. You knew where they were when you started dating them, okay? And if that's not something you're looking for, you respectfully decline and move on to the next. But money should not rule a divine union. Money is a tool. So one thing I want my divine feminines to know is that you are a divine feminine. You're not regular. All right, so you could be wondering like, oh my gosh, why is it taking so long for me to be able to find love or for love to find me? Like, I want a person. And trust me, God knows that, okay? Your ancestors, your spirit guides, they all understand that. But there could be some things you're still needing to learn on your journey alone. And you have to understand that they can easily put you with somebody. Are you going to like them? Probably not. Are you going to like them enough to marry them? Probably not. Is it going to be something long term? Probably not, because you can't just be put with just anybody. You're special. You're a divine feminine, okay? So that means that you are meant to be placed with a divine masculine, somebody who's on the same journey as you, somebody who's on the same frequency as you. So yes, it may be taking a long time, but be patient, because a lot of times the wait is worth it. Once you meet your person, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm glad I waited. I'm glad I didn't rush it and just, get on Bumble and Tinder just to pick somebody because I'm lonely. You should know how to spend time with yourself, which I'm going to make a video about that. And I talked about that in another one of my videos, but your own company should be your best company. Another tip when you are trying to deal with being on your divine journey and wanting love is that you'll learn that divine love doesn't see race or gender. It doesn't. In the spiritual world, once we die, we go as a soul. You're not going as a man or a woman, okay? A lot of times you will meet somebody that may be different from your usual type, okay? And initially you may not be attracted to them, but once you get to know them, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I think you're my person, okay? And that type of love is different from you seeing somebody and being like, oh, they're sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's a more pure and divine type of love. It comes from within. It's two souls recognizing each other, no matter what you look like, no matter where you come from, no matter what you have or your circumstances, okay? It's two souls that are meeting for the first time and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm in love, okay? So understand that if you're still immature in that area, don't worry. As you go along on your spiritual journey, you'll understand that, baby, everything that glitters ain't gold, okay? The last thing that I have for this video, because I don't want it to be too long, is to understand that you do not have to experience struggle in order to be in love or to have a successful connection, okay? Yes, divine unions, even regular relationships that are successful go through things, but it's not supposed to be a struggle. It shouldn't drive you into depression or drive you into an addiction. It shouldn't make you sick or tired. Like, you shouldn't be looking like you're going through the mud, the trials and the tribulations in a relationship. Yes, relationships go through things, but the good should outweigh the bad. You do not have to experience struggle love in order for you to be happy. You deserve heaven on earth. You can manifest that. And all you have to do again is stay disciplined. Stay on this journey even though it's hard. Mastering self-control when it comes to temptation. And I talk about this in another one of my videos, keeping your legs closed, okay? Unless you just want to have fun, that's your thing. But everybody should not have access to you. Your body is a temple. Take care of it. There are certain levels of respect that come with having morals, that come with having boundaries for yourself. God will literally send you a divine being of God. Literally. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I stayed on this journey. I'm glad I was disciplined. And I'm glad that, God listened to me. And journal. Manifest the person that you want. Tell God, tell your ancestors, tell them what you want, because they'll give you that and more. And you'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even ask for all this, but this is great. And everything will be all well, okay? That is all that I have for this video this evening, my divine feminines. Please be sure to like this video if you want me to keep pushing out more divine feminine healing content. Share my video with other divine feminines who are in healing, and subscribe to my channel for more of these videos. And I will be sure to speak to you beautiful divine feminines soon, okay? Peace.